Be me, 32F, living in a high-cost coastal city, HR for a mid-sized tech logistics firm, Masters in Organizational Psychology, salary is $115K, which is good, but not enough for my potential. I am all about breaking glass ceilings and corporate empowerment. View myself as a high-value asset in the dating market. Height 5'6", hit the gym 4 times a week, mostly elliptical and mirror selfies. Strict skincare routine. My standards are high because I bring the table. My friend group consists of 3 other corporate climbers: Lara, marketing; Amelia, PR; and Selena, HR. We meet every Friday for wine and wine. Ritually dismantle the patriarchy while drinking $18 glasses of organic wine. We are convinced that the reason we are single is that men are intimidated by our success. It's a comforting truth that keeps us warm at night. Honestly believe modern men are looking for only sugar mommies and trad wives. Swore I would never be that woman. I need a partner, not a project. Fast forward to 5 years ago, age 27. Dating apps are a wasteland of you-up texts and travel pics from Bali. Match with Nolan, 28M, works in IT support. Profile is generic. Hiking photo, dog photo, one blurry group shot. Swipe right mostly out of boredom and a dip in validation metrics. He messages first. Hey, I see you like sushi. Know any good spots? Low effort, but functional. We meet for coffee, because I don't do dinner on a first date. Waste of makeup if he's a dud. He walks in, solid 6 out of 10. Wearing a hoodie and jeans that fit okay but aren't styled. Hair is clean but indifferent. He smiles, seems nervous. I immediately categorize him. Safe, beta, malleable. We talk. I talk for 45 minutes about the microaggressions in my office and how Dave from accounting is a mansplainer. He listens, nods, asks follow-up questions, doesn't try to interrupt with his own stories. I find this refreshing, but also passive. Bill comes. I insist on splitting it. I don't need a man to buy my coffee, Nolan. I have a career. He looks surprised but shrugs. Okay, cool, thanks. No toxic masculinity flare-up? Green flag, I guess. We keep seeing each other. He's comfortable. Doesn't challenge me. Doesn't make me feel intimidated. He's less successful than me. He makes $55K fixing printers and resetting passwords. I'm making $85K at the time. I feel superior. It's a nice dynamic for my ego. Lara meets him and gives the verdict. He's a good starter husband. Steady. Won't cheat because who else would take him? Use him to anchor your life while you build your empire. I internalize this advice immediately. 6 months in. We are exclusive. He treats me like a queen. Cooks dinner because I'm too tired from bossing people around. Massages my feet while I rant about quarterly KPIs. Fixes my laptop, my phone, my Wi-Fi. Never asks for anything in return. I start to resent him for it slightly. Why doesn't he have more ambition? Why is he content with his mediocre life? I try to fix him. Nolan, you should apply for the manager role. I'm happy where I am, babe. Less stress, more time to code. Coding, you mean that video game stuff? It's not games, it's back-end architecture. I'm working on a personal project. I roll my eyes. Everyone in this city has a personal project. Usually it's a podcast or a screenplay. His is some computer gibberish. I ignore it. 2 years pass. Lease is up on my apartment. We decide to move in together. Financial discussion happens. I pull out a spreadsheet. Okay, Nolan, since I make significantly more, we need to be equitable, not equal. I'll pay 65% of the rent, you pay 35%. But the lease will be in my name mostly, for credit reasons. He agrees without a fight. Whatever you think is fair, Amanda. We move into a nice 2-bedroom. I take the master closet. He gets the coat closet in the hall. He sets up his desk in the corner of the living room. Multiple monitors, ugly cables. I make him buy a screen to hide it. It ruins the aesthetic, Nolan. He complies. Life settles into a routine. I work late, come home stressed, drink wine. He works 9 to 5, comes home, cooks, cleans, then codes until 2 a.m. I ask him what he's building. It's a decentralized protocol for logistics verification. Boring. Does it make money? Not yet. It's just code. Right. Well, don't stay up too late. You look tired and it's aging you. Year 3? We go to a nice restaurant for my birthday. He seems sweaty. Drops to one knee, pulls out a ring. It's modest. Classic solitaire, maybe 0.8 carats. Not the 2-carat rock Amelia got, but it's fine. People clap. I say yes. Mostly because I'm turning 30 and the existential dread is setting in. Plus, I need the content for my Instagram. Post the photo. I said yes to my best friend. Get 4,000 likes. Dopamine hit secured. Next day at work. Showing off the ring. Lara and Amelia pull me into the break room. Door closes. Lara. Okay, real talk. The ring is cute, but we need to talk business. Amelia. Prenup. Immediately. I laugh. Guys, he makes $55K. He drives a 2014 Civic. What am I protecting? Amelia leans in, eyes intense. You are protecting your future, Amanda. You are on the director track. You have the 401k. You have the potential inheritance from grandma. If you guys split in 10 years and you're making $200K and he's still fixing printers, you will owe him alimony. He could take half your pension. He could claim your apartment. I feel a cold chill. I've read the horror stories. Successful women being drained by leech husbands. I am a feminist. Feminism means financial independence. It means not letting a man profit off my labor. I decide right then. I go home that night. Nolan is coding, wearing headphones. I tap his shoulder. We need to talk. He takes off the headphones, smiles. Hey, dinner is in the oven. Lasagna. Thanks. Listen, Nolan, I've been thinking about the wedding details. Yeah? I want a prenuptial agreement. The smile fades. He blinks. A prenup? Why? We aren't rich. I channel my inner HR director. Voice steady, professional, slightly condescending. It's not about being rich now. It's about being smart. I've worked very hard for my career. The divorce rate is 50%. It's irresponsible not to have insurance. It's just, it feels like you're planning for us to fail. I'm planning for us to be secure individuals. Look, I want to keep our finances separate. What I earn is mine. What you earn is yours. We contribute to a joint account for bills, but our savings, investments, and retirements remain separate. He looks down at his hands. Is this because I make less money? It's because I need to feel safe, Nolan. If you love me, you'll understand. Manipulation 101, he sighs. Okay, if it means that much to you. I book the lawyer the next day. I pay the retainer $5K. I tell the lawyer to make it ironclad. Clause 1, complete separation of assets acquired during marriage. Clause 2, waiver of spousal support. Alimony. Clause 3, each party retains sole ownership of their business ventures, intellectual property, and career appreciation. The lawyer asks about Clause 3. Usually we include some sharing of business assets if the spouse supports the household. I cut him off. No. If I start a consulting firm, I don't want him claiming he supported me by doing laundry. It's mine. And if he ever sells that little code project, that's his. Keeps it fair. Lawyer shrugs. Okay. It's very strict. Are you sure he'll sign? He'll sign. Nolan gets the draft. He reads it at the kitchen table. He pauses at the IP clause. So, if I ever actually sell my software, it's just mine? You don't want any part of it? I laugh internally, thinking, honey, that software is worth $0. Out loud. Yes, Nolan. Your hobbies are yours. My career is mine. Fair is fair. He looks at me, a weird look in his eyes. Almost relieved? Or maybe just resigned. Okay. He signs. I sign. I feel invincible. Tell the girls at work. They cheer like I just won the Super Bowl. Queen, protect the bag. Wedding happens. I pay for 70% of it because I want the peonies and the live band. Nolan pays for the bar tab. It's a good party. Year 1 of marriage, I get promoted to director. Salary jumps to $135K plus bonus. I am flying high. I buy a brand new Audi Q5. Lease is in my name only, obviously. I drive it home, feeling like a boss. Nolan is in the driveway washing his dented Civic. I park next to him. The contrast is embarrassing. Nolan, really. You need to get a new car. It looks bad when we go to my work events. It runs fine, Amanda. I don't want a car payment. You're so cheap. I'm frugal. I'm putting every spare dollar into server costs. The servers again. How much are you spending on this? About $800 a month. What? That's a car payment. You're wasting it on a hobby. It's R&D. I storm inside, pour a large glass of wine, complain to Lara on text. He's draining money on servers. Useless. Lara replies, at least it's not strippers. But yeah, man-child behavior. Year 2 of marriage, I am stressed constantly. Firing people is exhausting. diversity quotas, HR complaints, endless meetings. I come home angry every day. Nolan is my punching bag, not physical, just verbal. Why is the trash full? Why are your shoes in the hallway? Did you seriously wear that t-shirt to the store? He takes it. He's always calm. Sorry, I was in the zone coding. You're always in the zone. Maybe get in the zone of being a husband. I start flirting with Duke, the VP of sales. Duke is 40, divorced, drives a Porsche. We go for networking drinks. He treats me like an equal. We complain about our deadweight partners. It feels electrifying. I don't sleep with him, but I want to. I come home and look at Nolan, hunched over his keyboard, wearing sweatpants. I feel disgust. Pure, unadulterated disgust. Year 3 of marriage. Age 35. Nolan sits me down on a Tuesday. I quit my job today. I drop my fork. You what? I quit the help desk. I need to focus on the project full time. We're launching the beta. I explode. Are you insane? We have bills. Who is going to pay your share of the rent? He looks calm. I have savings. I can cover my share for 6 months. After that, we'll see. We'll see? You didn't consult me. I didn't need to. Separate finances, remember? As long as I pay my share, it's my business. He uses my own logic against me. I am fuming. Fine, but don't expect a dime from me. If you can't pay rent, you're sleeping on the street. Understood. The next 6 months are hell. He is home 24/7. The apartment hums with computer fans. He stops shaving regularly. He looks like a caveman. I am embarrassed to bring friends over. I tell people he's consulting. I spend more time at the office, more time with Duke. I start checking Zillow for one-bedroom apartments, planning my exit strategy. I'll give him until the lease is up, I tell Lara. Then I'm upgrading. One random Wednesday in November, I come home late. Bad day at work. Had to fire a pregnant lady. Legal nightmare. I walk in, expecting to see Nolan in his corner. He's not there. He's sitting on the couch, wearing a suit, a nice suit, and there's a bottle of Dom Perignon on the coffee table. I stop. Who died? Or did you get a job interview? He stands up. He looks. Taller, shoulders back, confident smile. No interview. I had a meeting. Okay, with Sequoia Capital. I pause. I know that name. Even in HR, everyone knows Sequoia. The VC firm? Yes. They've been tracking the beta. They think the protocol is the future of supply chain verification. Okay? So, they gave you some money. They led the Series A round. How much, Nolan? We closed at $15 million funding on a $60 million valuation. I feel the blood drain from my face. 60 million? Yeah, I still own 70% of the company. I do the math. My husband is worth $42 million on paper. Suddenly, the sweatpants don't matter. Suddenly, the messy hair is eccentric genius. I drop my bag. Oh my God, Nolan, I knew it. I knew you were working on something big. I rush to hug him. I'm crying, tears of pure relief and avarice. We're rich. We're finally rich. He hugs me back, but his arms are stiff. He pats my back like I'm a distant aunt. Ideally, yes, but it's stock right now, not cash. But we can borrow against it. We can buy a house. We can go to Paris. He pulls away gently. I have to go to San Francisco. The team is building out there. I need to be on site. I'll pack. I can transfer to the SF office. No, you stay here. You have your career. You love your job. But I want to be with you. Let's talk about it later. I have a flight in 3 hours. He leaves. I sit on the couch and drink the Dom alone. I'm euphoric. I start looking at mansions in Pacific Heights. I text the girls. Nolan hit it big. VC money. Major. Hashtag power couple. The next year is a blur. Nolan is barely home. He rents a penthouse in SF. He's featured in TechCrunch. He looks amazing. Got a stylist. Got LASIK. Hit the gym. He comes back one weekend a month. Drives a Tesla Model S Plaid. Wears a Rolex Daytona. I try to act the part of the supportive wife. Honey, let me handle the HR for your new hires. No thanks, we have a firm. Honey, let's look at houses. Not yet. Market is volatile. He buys me nice gifts, a LV bag, diamond earrings. But he feels distant, like he's tolerating me. I feel insecure. I ramp up the perfect wife act. Cooking, ordering from expensive places and plating it. Dressing up. He doesn't seem to notice. Then, the acquisition rumors start. I see it on a tech blog. Logi Chain in talks with Amazon for potential buyout. I call him. Nolan, is it true? I can't discuss it. NDA. I'm your wife. NDA, Amanda. Serious legal stuff. I wait, pins and needles. 3 weeks later, he comes home. It's a Tuesday, he walks in. No champagne this time, just a folder. Sit down, Amanda. I sit, heart pounding. Did you sell? Yes. Deal closed this morning. Wiring is done. How much? All cash. $140 million. I stop breathing. $140 million. I am married to a centimillionaire. Visions of private jets, islands, quitting my job forever. I scream, yes, we won. Oh my God, Nolan. I jump up to kiss him. He steps back, cold, ice cold. Nolan? Sit down, Amanda. I sit slowly. What's wrong? This is the best day of our lives. It's the best day of my life. Confused silence. We need to discuss the future. Yes, the house, the travel. No, the divorce. Word hangs in the air, like a slap. Divorce? Are you joking? Now? When we finally made it? I've been waiting for this day for 2 years, Amanda. Waiting? Why? Because I wanted to make sure I had the resources to leave you properly, and because I wanted to see if you'd change. You didn't. I supported you. You tolerated me. You mocked me. You flirted with Duke. You treated me like a broken appliance you couldn't throw away yet. Duke, that was just work. We were friends. He shakes his head, pulls out his phone. Amanda, remember when I fixed your MacBook last year? The one you spilled wine on? Yeah. You never logged out of iMessage, and you enabled text forwarding to the iPad in the kitchen, the one I use for recipes. I watched your relationship with him unfold in real time on the kitchen counter while I was cooking your dinner. I read the texts where you called me a placeholder. I read the ones where you promised him you'd leave once the lease was up. I didn't say anything because I wanted to see if you'd actually do it, or if you'd wake up. You didn't wake up. I freeze, caught, absolutely caught. I start crying, real tears this time. Panic tears. I love you, Nolan. We're partners. We are not partners. We are roommates with a contract. He opens the folder. I spoke to my lawyers. They reviewed the prenup you insisted on. My stomach turns to lead. The prenup. Yes. Clause 3. Each party retains sole ownership of business ventures and career appreciation. You were very specific about that. But that was about small stuff. Not this. It was about assets. This is an asset. It is 100% mine. You have no claim to the company, the sale proceeds, or the future earnings. You can't do this. I'm your wife. A judge won't allow it. It's an ironclad agreement, Amanda. You paid $5,000 to make sure of it. Remember? You didn't want me touching your Audi. He laughs. It's a dry, hollow sound. You wanted financial independence. You have it. You have your $135K salary and your 401k. You are safe from me leeching off you. I will sue you, I scream. I will take half. You can try, but you'll lose, and you'll spend your savings on lawyers. He stands up. I bought a house in Malibu. I'm moving out today. Movers are downstairs. Nolan, please. I'm begging now, on my knees, literally, dignity gone. I'm sorry. I was stressed. I love you. He looks down at me, pity in his eyes. You don't love me, Amanda. You love the lifestyle I can buy you. You loved the idea of me being a beta you could control. Now that I'm not, you're terrified. He walks out, door clicks shut. I am alone in the apartment. The silence is deafening. The legal battle? I hire the nastiest divorce lawyer in the city. She costs $600 an hour. She reads the prenup. She frowns. Who drafted this? My old lawyer. It's incredibly thorough. You waived everything. Spousal support, community property, business interest. Can we argue coercion? Duress? You requested it. You paid for it. You were the higher earner. You have a master's degree. No judge will believe you were coerced by a help desk tech. There has to be a way. We can try to argue unconscionable change in circumstances, but don't hold your breath. We go to court. Nolan's lawyers are top tier. Suits that cost more than my rent. They present the emails. Email from me to lawyer, 2022. Make sure he can't touch my future consulting business or inheritance. Complete separation. The judge, female, stern, reads it. She looks at me. Ms. Amanda, you are a sophisticated professional. You successfully negotiated a contract to protect your assets. You cannot ask the court to void it simply because the other party became successful. That is the risk of business. Judgment for the respondent, Nolan, prenup upheld, no alimony, no asset split. I get to keep my Audi, now worth $25K. I get to keep my 401K, $110K. I get nothing else. Nolan walks out of the courtroom. He doesn't even look at me. He gets into a black SUV. I get into my Audi. It needs an oil change. I cry on the steering wheel. The aftermath. I have to move out of the apartment. Can't afford the rent alone. Move into a smaller studio in a worse neighborhood. My friends try to console me. Lara, he's a narcissist. He used you. Amelia, money changes people. You're better off. But the dynamic shifts. They know I fumbled the bag of the century. They look at me with pity, but also judgment. I am no longer the queen. I am the cautionary tale. Work is miserable. I see Nolan's face on Forbes, headline, the visionary behind the logistics revolution. He looks handsome, serious. Article mentions he's single and focusing on philanthropy. I drink wine alone, cheap wine now. I stalk his Instagram from a burner account. He's in Mykonos. He's in Tokyo. He's with a girl. She's 23. She's an influencer. She's beautiful. She has no career. She doesn't need one. She posts a video of him buying her a Birkin bag. Caption, he treats me like a princess. I throw my phone across the room. It cracks. I can't afford to fix it until next paycheck. I look in the mirror. 36 years old. Single. Living in a box. Driving a leased car. Working a job I hate. I wanted to break glass ceilings. Instead, I built a concrete ceiling over my own head, and I handed the only person who loved me the sledgehammer to destroy me. I check my email. LinkedIn notification. Nolan viewed your profile. Heart skips a beat. Maybe he misses me? Maybe he wants to talk? Maybe he realized the influencer girl is boring and wants his intellectual equal back. I click the notification instantly. Page loads. This profile is not available. I refresh. Member not found. I freeze. He didn't view my profile to reconnect. He viewed it to find the block button. He wanted to make sure I couldn't even see his professional milestones. He wanted to ensure I was scrubbed from every single pixel of his existence. It was a final, digital door slamming in my face. 5 minutes later, notification from my landlord. Rent increase notice plus 15%. I laugh. I laugh until I choke. I am a strong, independent woman. Congratulations to me. I won the negotiation and lost the war.